Hello, hello! Hope everyone's having a good afternoon. We're ready for more Zelda. I'll do a quick test of something, give me 1 second. I've just done this wrong. It's fine. It's tomorrow's stream problem then. Tomorrow's stream problem then. I just realised I've done it again. I've got the chat open. Oh, thanks for the cheer. Hey, I think we're gonna be fine. Forest Temple is really easy. Fire Temple is just long. So I generally think we're gonna be fine. It is not a particularly difficult, that's what I'm looking for. It's not a particularly difficult location, I'll be honest. We're going to be okay. 10 streams! Wow! Yeah, I was thinking about this. It's actually been, like, only 2 months. And for that, we've made a fantastic amount of progress. We're only, I think, 4 subs away from the next goal. On YouTube, we're close to 50 subscribers over there as well. Instagram exists, but that's mostly just so my siblings are aware when I go live. And so my but yeah, let's get started. Move over. To gaming. There we go. Oh, hold on. Where is my chat? Where is my text? There it is. But yes, I'm hoping death count will stay somewhere low. Oh, also, I realised last night that I've technically done this on optimally. So, the stream, probably not this stream, because that's too, oh my god, that's 2 away. But in Water Temple, we're going to be fighting everyone's favourite mini-boss, Darklink. The fun thing about Darklink is that it copies your max health. So, to be strictly optimal, I shouldn't have taken any health upgrades, because there was no point in taking them. But I kind of forgot. Which is fine. I have to hit them 6 times with a hammer instead of 3, but I won't be taking any further health ups, basically. Oh! First death of the night. Yeah, it's only 2 or 3 extra hits, but it's not that bad, but it is... It is still something to keep in mind. But yeah, how's everybody doing? I'm excited for Sunday's stream. I've been excited for this one. I'm also like very pleasantly surprised that my first scripted short did well, especially because it was nothing gaming related. It was just, we were talking about it and I thought it was neat, so I was like, sure. Like, obviously I could do with a little bit more practice, but I think it was pretty good. I hate these things. Oh, nice. Is it just a general color book, or is it your some more art? Wait, is this? No, I'm not actually that worried about these guys. But I am just going to. I know you can. I know you can. There we go. Come on. Come on. Come on, buddy. There we go. Oh! Thanks for the gift subs. Thanks. Yeah, really appreciate that. Works towards me getting a new mic that's not god awful. Your pop-on's not on. Oh, did it not work? I swear, sometimes they just don't work. Somebody shout at me on the Discord after this stream to fix it, because I don't know what I've done wrong. Because it was working fine, and then it stopped working fine. Thank you. Okay, fine. I thought I could just look it up and do it without looking it up. But evidently I cannot. I thought I got it right. There we go. I got it. Yeah, I have no idea. I really don't know what's caused it, but I will look into it after stream. No, get back down here. I need your stick. I need your nuts. Thanks for the nuts. How much of Forest Temple do I actually remember off the top of my head? I think it's a decent amount. Can I do this with... I don't think I can I? I need bow. Yeah, I need bow. That's fine. I love Forest Temple so much. The ambience is so strong. The aesthetic is just absolutely dynamite. One of the best dungeons in any Zelda game, quite frankly. It is, however, a complete maze that I do forget how to travel through every time I get in here. I think it's the other way. We go the other way. Yeah, with the PlayStation showcase that happened recently, I've realized a lot of like classic Sony games I haven't played yet. So after No, we've only just started. We're at Forest Temple. I've only died once so far. You've only missed me gushing about Forest Temple, really, because it's gorgeous. But yeah, so obviously I think we mentioned a couple streams ago Metal Gear, but also Ace Combat. It's a fantastic franchise that I've not touched. I've asked my local Ace Combat expert, and they have recommended I start with 4, which I will just accept because I don't want to argue when it comes to ordering when it comes to games, and she knows it much better than I do. There's also Tomb Raider, which I think was mentioned in the chat as something I need to play. Giving my reminder once again that we do have a Discord server now. Oh, and that we have bonk damage on. That's not related to the first point, but that's still worth noting. So people want to... Yeah, Tomb Raider is good. So I think the next... I think the next game I do after Ocarina of Time will be a vote between Metal Gear, Tomb Raider, and Ace Combat 4. If I do Metal Gear, I haven't worked out yet what I want to do exactly with that. Because, I'll be honest, I know, like, typically, like, Solid is, like... Metal Gear Solid is, like, a good point to start. Better than the last vote, for those who are unaware or not in the server, I put a vote to what we got to play for next time Tuesday, now that, But you can just bonk against the shield, now that, Scooby-Doo's finished. Because we finished Scooby-Doo on Tuesday. And it was almost unanimous to a Garfield game from the 90s. So we're going to be playing a Garfield platformer game on Tuesday. Which everyone is truly ecstatic for. We'll see what people end up picking. Yeah, I'm excited for it. The reason I put all those 3 games on there, because it was between a Garfield game for the Mega Drive, Cars 2006, which becomes 20 years old in like a day, and a Spectrum 128 Batman game, which I know doesn't sound super exciting, but it's gorgeous. It's got a very cute style, especially for a Spectrum game. Garfield emote when. Ooh, I bet you there's a good couple sprites from that game. Oh yeah, the Cars PS2 game. I mean, the movie I'm pretty sure is 20 years old at this point, but the PS2 game becomes 20 years old in like 3 days. So hi salutations. Yeah, I mean that is part of the fun of being like 20 years old games, because occasionally you'll hit something and be like, oh no. I'm doing great, thanks. It's been a bit of a slow day so far today, so I'm excited to do some streaming. And get through a temple that I actually know really well. And definitely haven't already gotten lost in. Thanks for the hydrate. I haven't got Hermes on modding today, so I'm going to have to actually keep an eye on that. Because usually I'm really bad at it. Yes, I know, Navi. You don't need to, like... Oh, hi, Mika. Oh, everyone's coming in. Oh, wait. I need another key? This is not the right way. Bark at anyone misbehaving in chat. Oh, come on. That's our third death, 2 of which have been to Bonk today. Yeah, Forest Temple is just so good. It's such a gorgeous location. Oh, I did try and set up a bits thing where people could play a bonk noise. If for I think it was like 100 bits, but I just could not get it set up. So that's another thing I'm going to try and do for next stream. Am I already lost? That can't be right. I've missed something obvious, is what it is. Oh, come on. This skull's going to get me several times, I can feel it. And then obviously we're still streaming more Robopon on Sunday, unless we hit our goal before then, but I really doubt I'm going to get 4 followers randomly on a Sunday, before Sunday. I mean, it has happened before. That is what happened with the last goal. It just kind of happened all at once, randomly. Have we been out here yet? So you never know. And if that happens, we'll be playing a Flash game instead. Oh, can I climb that? I bet you I can climb that. I don't want a stick. No, I love the Forest Temple. It's so very atmospheric. I am right in thinking I can't get up here yet, right? I can't hit this guy. I mean, I can probably sneak past him, but that's going to be very risky on this. Where are you, buddy? Come on, go around. Yeah, we're already playing Metal Gear. Great. No. Oh! Never mind. We almost made that, but I know that's not the intended route. I did get this key, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I did. Oh. That's gonna happen a few times today. It pauses if you don't move it. It does what? Sorry, I've played this game a million times and I did not know that's how those worked. What? Hold on. You know what? This death is in your hands. If this goes wrong, it's becoming a clip, and I'm specifically going to use it to laugh at you. You will cause death 130. Oh, come on. Nope, I'll do it myself. Joke's on you. Oh, not that many. Is that another chair? My dear. Thank you for the other chair. I do actually want to ask the chat. So, after my last scripted, info short did pretty well, I'm going to try and do another one, but actually make it gaming history related. New form of kill stealing, dying before. how I play Fortnite. Or played Fortnite before it got, like, even worse than it normally does. Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, so I wanted to ask something. I want to do something like an actual gaming history show this time. So I ever want to do one for the video game crash, for the big pit in New Mexico. Or I want to do that time that Atari completely bungled a deal that would have let them make Nintendo consoles. I don't know if people know much about the latter. So, if either of those sound interesting, do let me know. Right. Axolotl's death time. Am I trusting them? Oh my god, you're right. Oh my god, you're correct. Okay, so... what happened with the whole Atari with the Nintendo one is very funny. I think, again, don't quote me on any of this because I haven't done the full research yet, so I don't remember like specific date. But it's mid video game crash. The Famicom's doing really well in Japan. Yeah, you were correct. I've played this game for years, and I've never seen that. That's the map. That doesn't matter. Wait, is this the way I've just gone? It is. Atari... Nintendo was looking for a company to distribute the Famicom to American markets, and is ready to propose a deal with Atari to allow them to basically brand the console however they want, just release it in US markets. And they're all getting ready to do that deal, and it completely falls through, because just as they're about to sign it, the company behind the Commodore 64, which is another early console, release a Donkey Kong port. Now, they did not ask Nintendo to do this, if they could do it. They had previously had the rights to make a Donkey Kong port, and those rights had expired. But they did it anyway. But Atari thought that Nintendo had gone back on their deal, and behind their back had let Commodore release a Donkey Kong port, and rather than check with them, fully threw their toys out of the pram and cancelled the order, the contract. So there was an alternate timeline where instead of us getting the NES, we would have had a different Atari console as the leading thing in, like, the Western world, as the Famicom, which is insane to consider. But instead, Atari haven't made a console in like 30 years. There isn't like a 2600, like... Yes! They just assumed it crashed out. It's very funny. Oh. I wonder how the Atari timeline is doing. I know, right? Because a lot of, like, Nintendo's practices, even today, are based on them looking at the muck-ups that Atari had in the video game crash and going, well, we've got to make sure we don't do that. That's why, for a long time, Nintendo's video games had that little stamp for Nintendo quality. So even if they were third-party games, because they had to go through some level of checks before they went to market, to avoid, like, the same massive bloat that the Atari had. So it would have been interesting to see, like, a Nintendo that didn't need to learn that lesson, because the Atari recovered so well. Or maybe the opposite, like maybe the NES just didn't do well. Yeah, maybe the Atari just his NES just fails because it's got Atari's name on it. Thank you for the hydrate. We won't know. What's funny is they also had a similar thing happen with a deal with Sega. It's less dramatic, but they were also nearly making Sega consoles, but they just couldn't agree on a contract with them either. So twice, Atari nearly had the right to making a major company's games consoles outside of Japan, and were like, nah. And you know they're kicking themselves for both of them. But yeah, there is not a world out there where Atari has made the best consoles. Oh, come on. I think that'll be a fun... They could have had... Yeah, honestly, if the contracts weren't exclusive, we could have had a console instead of the NES where there was an exclusivity and they were both on the same console. Which would have been an insane alternate timeline. Getting Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games in the 90s. I love that that's where my brain goes to. Yeah. Atari had Pitfall. Which is that one jungle platformer guy you're thinking of. And I think that's genuinely all they had. Like, even the Spectrum in the UK and other low... Well, Spectrum wasn't low performing, that's a whole different topic. It was just cheap. And that's why it succeeded. Ooh, see, I'm still trying to learn editing a bit better, because I want to do justice on that. I'm currently trying to edit down the child timeline half of this run. Just to see how that flows and how that feels before I do some proper content for Animal Crossing. But I will do soon. It depends on how the editing goes. You know what? Fuck you. I'm just gonna set him on fire. But yeah, even the Spectrum had Manic Miner, it had Dizzy. And for those who don't know Dizzy, it's an egg. Yes, we will be playing all of the Dizzy games at some point. I'm very excited to do so. Yeah, because the thing I want to do Animal Crossing GameCube, but the thing is, obviously, it's not a very streamable game because you kind of have to play it daily, and I'm not at the point of streaming daily. Like, I'd like to return to work at some point in my life, and committing to like a daily stream series is probably not a good idea. I never remember the angle on this. But doing it as a YouTube series, where I only need to do, like, the editing bit, is probably a little bit more feasible. Well, that was useless. Oh, it's to get this. But yeah, I think that's another thing that both, like, Nintendo and Sega realized, and a lot of other companies realized, is that they need something recognizable. Yeah, because it's just like, with Animal Crossing, with any Animal Crossing, you kind of have to play it daily. Especially with the earlier ones, because they're so much more, like, aggressive about it. Oh, we got a key. That's what that was for. So I'd have to maybe... I think I'd do it, like, old school Let's Play style. Put it down to, like, 15-20 minute segments, do all the dailies as well as anything fun on that day. Because the first Animal Crossing I played was, I think, Wild World on the DS. So I've not played anything older than that. Honestly, I've not played many GameCube games, period. Like, I had a GameCube. But I don't think I had a memory card for it. I have very distinct memories of playing through the first quarter of the third Rayman game that was on the GameCube, because obviously I couldn't save. Oh, Rayman's a franchise I'd like to do. Especially now we have a new Rayman Legends game or remake coming out. Rayman's kind of been, like, forgotten a little bit, unfortunately, which is a shame, because I love Rayman. You know, the Rabbids kind of, like, overshadowed him as a character. He had some very mid games, which I know isn't a judge for, like, an overall franchise. I mean, look at Sonic the Hedgehog. It's definitely had more bad games than good. And yet, that one's still thriving somehow. I mean, see, I don't hate the Rabbids. The Rabbids have some really fun party games. Like, the most recent one we got on the PlayStation Store thingy, and I've been playing it with Hermes, and I'll be honest, I've had a lot of fun with it. That's just one. That's fine. I think that's cheating, buddy, but you know what? You do you. You know what's horrifying? I don't think we're long away from getting the first Rayman game as a streamable. Oh, damn it. Yeah, that's the problem. Rayman is reliably, like... It's very consistently, like, B to C tier video games, and that's fine. It's definitely got more consistency than a franchise like... Didn't know I could do that. But a franchise like Sonic. But, like, its highests are nowhere near the highest of, like, Sonic. And I say this as someone who doesn't even like Sonic the Hedgehog. My hot gaming take is I don't think there are any good Sonic games. I think they're inherently badly designed. Because they like to... Oh, hi! Because they like to specify this whole, like, go fast, and then so little of the game is actually the go fast. Yes, exactly! But the speed it's not a good speedrun game. It's not, like, a good go fast game. I don't really know what to describe it as. It's like a bad, like, puzzle platformer. Because even the original ones are just so... like, against the idea of going fast. Like, if you want to do Sonic games fast, you have to actively... You have to actively go back and play the levels, like, multiple times. I like Sonic Generation. I'll give it that. Sonic Generation is good. But that's just because, Sonic Unleashed and Sonic Generation is the only Sonic games, right? Yeah. Yeah, right, like, Sonic, I think, fully survived off of vibes, and has continued to fully survive off of vibes. I don't think he's ever had anything else going for him. That's a controversial opinion. I know, but, like... There we go. The TV series is fun. There's been, like, Sonic Underground was a... Oh god, hi! Forgot there were more. I don't judge people for liking Sonic. It's got, like, Sonic the Hedgehog as a character, great. I love Sonic. It's just, there are, like, compare, like, Sonic the Hedgehog to games that are, like, designed with speedrunning in mind. And it just doesn't, like, the movement options just aren't there. I know, I love the stealth pose. Not expecting to do that in like 2 attempts. Right, let's go deal with the guys. Like, even, like, I say this to somebody who... Oh, I do like, because, like, the characterization. Sonic games have such fun characters. Like, I don't think there's a single, like, platformer on the market which franchise has, like, such good characters. Yes. Like, back in the 90s, its competition was Sonic and Dizzy. Oh, I do love Vector. See, that's the thing. Like, there's so many good characters, like Ezio, Vector. It's just... It's just, like, the actual playing. Like, my favorite Sonic game, like, actually, The Murderous Sonic the Hedgehog. Which was that April Fools they released, like, year before last, I want to say? Or last year? That was a visual novel. Because it was purely just looking at the fun characters that they have. Have you not played Murderous Sonic the Hedgehog? Next time you're over, we're going to have to play it. It's not a particularly long game. Big the Cat. I love Big the Cat. Here's the thing, like, I don't think that there is a game, a franchise period, that's got such a good, like, character recognition. Not the fishing one. Oh, Blaze! Blaze. Like, even the dreaded Sonic 06, it's remembered because it's got cool characters. Like Silver and Edgy McEdge. No. Rouge is the bad one. Cream is the rabbit. Like, I don't dislike Sonic's, like, characters, like, at all. They're very fun. Give them a gun. What's the name of the bad guy in Sonic 06? Does anybody remember? Like Mephisto or Mephistopheles or something like that. Mephiles, there we go. You know, I do want to say that was my first Sonic game, was Sonic 06, and I did not have a good time with it as a child, and that might be something that has affected my opinion on the franchise somewhat, shall we say. But even then, like, considering Sonic 06, like, even that, like, the characters have survived. because the characters are cool. Except for, like, the random human woman that Sonic kisses. Um, but Silver, Blaze, and Mephiles all have, like, have fans, and I think all of them except for Mephiles have stayed recurring. I should play Sonic 06 on stream when it comes out at the end of the year. I know I've mentioned a few times that I wanted to have the bit that I was streaming from the actual year that is my game limit. But I think for specifically Sonic 06, I should do that. I should keep the bit up. Just being like, hey guys, new Sonic game just dropped. How exciting. Or I'll just take it very seriously, because I know there's also... There's a key missing. There's also a couple of, like, dedicated fan projects that are, like, dedicated to making that game less harrowing to play. And actually, like, finishing it off. I've heard good things. So maybe I'll take the opportunity to play one of these fan projects. Oh, I must miss a key here. I did. Because, like, my philosophy when it comes to this is, if I'm trying to sell the idea to, like, a random person that you should be playing more retro games because they're important, the average person isn't going to just play... Oh, this is... In the comics, I think he might be in Sonic X Shadow Generations. Let me up, let me up, let me up! No, no, no! The average person isn't going to play the game at its base state. They're going to find the best way to play that game. That's why I'm playing on Ship of Harkinian here, and why, if there's other options for... Oh, down. Not down. I haven't played it yet. I've heard good things. Other way. We go back round now, right? Yeah. But yeah, what I'm trying to say, but getting incredibly distracted, is that, like, if there's a good way to play a game that's suboptimal normally, that the average person would look out for, I'm going to play it that way, because that's the way I'd want to recommend the game to people, you know? So with the example of, like... An eyeball in here? Oh, it's over the other side. The example of, like, Sonic 06, I probably would use one of these, like, fan recreations, because it's gonna actually be playable. This dungeon is very confusing. I kind of love that about it. But, like, do not feel bad if you are not following, because I am barely following. I think the whole idea for this dungeon is it's meant to be a confusing maze. And I do like it. But, like, don't feel bad if you're like, I don't know what's going on. Where is everything? Because that was me the first 9 times I did this dungeon. See, this is just the day of Vic's hot takes. Water Temple's not that bad. Water Temple is fine. I quite like Water Temple. It's incredibly atmospheric. Once you've learnt it, it's just... You can do it in about 2 cycles. It's a little confusing, but I think all the dungeons in, for liking Water Temple... No, don't Look, if you're gonna cancel me for something, cancel me for something that will give me, like, good metrics. Like, cancel me on Twitter for something. Quick, guys, think of something harmless that would get me cancelled on Twitter. I guess saying I don't like Sonic the Hedgehog is probably it, actually. Local retro streamer says Sonic is bad, yeah. Look, it's just, if Sonic the Hedgehog is designed to be played fast, why does it not play fast? You know? You know what? That's a very good way to put it. Ooh, I would definitely play Sonic games over E.T. Most of them. I'd probably play most games. Like, maybe not, like, Black Knight or the other Wii one that's really bad. Look, I'm gonna sit here and say, like, what E.T. has that, like, playing, like, Sonic and the Black Knight or the Rings one on the Wii has is that I could probably now beat E.T. in half an hour. Whereas a game like Sonic and the Black Knight and Secret Rings would take more than half an hour. So I'd be stuck playing them for longer. Hey look, I love a good video game collection, and I'm never going to sit here and judge someone for having one. And I recognise that my opinion isn't the common one when it comes to Sonic the Hedgehog. People love that little guy. Ooh, see, that's a good shout. I have been, no joke, I have been looking at pinball games. There's a lot of very fun pinball games out there. Sonic's Pinball is on my list. I might just do a pinball, like, long stream at some point. Just get, like, a ton of pinball games and just play through a bunch of them. Because at the end of the day, most, ooh, see, Mean Bean Machine's not bad. Ooh, yeah. See, that's the thing. But, like, also, most pinball games, especially at the time, are just an excuse to show off really cool pixel art. That was all they are. And I've seen some absolutely fantastic looking pixel art. Oh, yeah, Kirby's great. I love Kirby. The fact that the only Kirby game I have played on this is the golf one is probably a little bit of a travesty. but I've only been streaming for 2 months, so I will get to more Kirby games. Ooh, I should try and grab some people for Amazing Mirror. Especially now you can play that on Switch now. Yeah, 2 months. I checked when my first VOD went up, and it was about 2 months ago, so I'm actually doing, like, really well. I know, right? Yeah, but yeah, I feel like I've been growing, like, remarkably fast. Oh. And I know that's mostly due to, like, support from, like, you guys, especially, like, from family. YouTuber at 36. Also, I think we're actually at, like 9 subs, because there's the 3 that I got before I hit affiliate, which is Mum, you, and Imi as well, I think. Or Scarlet. Yeah. Like I think it is mostly just down to, like, I've had so much support from friends and from friends and family. Like, it's really helped with the initial growth, because I've always had at least, like, 3 or 4 people in chat talking. On it right at all from towers. And I really appreciate that. Yeah, I know, this stream's going very well. But, like, also, I'm going to continue my opinion on hot takes. You want to do well with this, with streaming, it's, really do YouTube shorts a little bit. I've done them 1 a day, and except for a couple of days where I have forgotten. And it really helps. With, like, reach, because I've got a couple of shorts that have something stupid like 2.3 thousand views. I'm averaging about 300 to 600. Staffordshire's the county next to us, and it's very close. You are, like, a jog away from Staffordshire. Yeah, like, and I can't really take much credit, because, again, it's been due to, like, having that initial boost by having so many, like, supportive friends and family. I would really recommend it, especially because you've got some really good VODs, ignoring everything else, and it's a shame that, like, YouTube doesn't keep hold of them for that very long, you know? Sorry, Twitch doesn't keep hold of them for very long. It's only for, like, a month, I think. So it would be a shame to lose some of, like, your really good, fun VODs. Right, now where the heck am I? Oh, we're in this room. I remember this room. Yeah, like, I'm gonna be really upfront. Except for the ones that I've edited down, I've been very lazy with my shorts. From the clip part on... from where you do your clips on Twitch, there's an export button. You can re-edit the, like, how you angle them from Twitch and how it's cropped. You can title and description and tag them from Twitch, and you can share to YouTube and to Instagram, and that's what I've been doing. Lazy but efficient, yeah. But it's like I've always my minimum is making sure I try and do one of those a day. But like I said, I've been branching out with doing edited shorts, scripted stuff. I shouldn't have come down here. Exactly. I'm definitely going to do more scripted shorts because ignoring the fact that that one did relatively well, it was also really fun. It was really fun to do the editing on that. Because like for those who don't know me personally, for the longest time, what I wanted to do for a career was go into education. I decided against it because one, I didn't do very well in college. Twice, I didn't do very well in college actually. But also, like, education systems suck, and not even in the basic way. It's just that like you're trapped into you have to teach this one particular topic. If you're passionate about it, that's fantastic. And I've had history teachers that are lucky enough to teach stuff that they're passionate about. But more often than not, you're going to be stuck teaching something really mundane and miserable. I didn't realize you taught. That's cool. You're gonna let me go into first person here? Like, I've always wanted to do some form of education, but I just don't like the idea of having to do it in a particular way. Oh, maths teacher. That's gotta be fun. Where am I going next? Over there. Oh, fair. That's, that's very admirable. Oh god, right. This stupid puzzle. Yeah, so being able to ensure what I've been trying to do, to say, but getting very distracted. The idea of taking the opportunity to do even small, hey, this is a neat thing I found out about, would be really cool. Yeah, no, that's really cool. I mean, I have plenty of respect just for people who are good at math. I was one of those people that really thought they were good at maths. Because they did really well in their GCSEs. And then I went to do maths at A-level, and it burnt my brain out. This is going really well. Like, we've pretty much finished the temple now. Yeah, I think I got an A at GCSE level, which was great. I was very chuffed with that. And then I went to do it at A level, and I got a U. After spending 2 years trying to teach it. Trying to learn it. Do your spinny. Come on. You. Oh, damn it. Like, literally, only thing I remember from A-level maths is the fact that a surd exists. Don't know what they are, I just know they exist. Oh, I'll have a look after stream, thank you. Yeah, like... I'm a big fan of, like, statistics. I have to just stop looking at my Discord analytics, not because, like, I'm the type to get really obsessed with whether something's doing well or not, I don't care. But it's more, it just gives me lots of fun graphs. Yeah. Like, I don't really know what an engaged viewer means when it comes to my YouTube shorts, because YouTube isn't very clear at telling you. But it is interesting that I have that metric, and it shows me stuff like percentages and the like. There we go. This is going to be my best temple since the first dungeon. Yeah, I assume so. But, like, it shows me the percentage of people who stayed to watch separately to engaged viewers, and the numbers don't match up, like, at all. I have no idea. Because that would make sense, right? An engaged viewer means somebody who was engaged. But, like, the percentage of people who stayed to the end is different to my percentage for engaged viewers. I don't know. Yeah, no, because it's all algorithmic, so it's all like. I mean, I know for Twitch, for you to be an engaged viewer, you have to at least have the chat open, the stream open, and have volume on, which is very funny. If it's muted, it's not counted as you're not counted as an engaged viewer. But YouTube is a mystery, and no one seems to understand it. You know, that's an excellent point, but I also can't think of many Twitch channels that have like an audio interpreter, actually, now I think about it. Yeah, I've had ones like that as well. Right, let's see if we can do this boss without dying. It's one of my favourites, so I hope so. But we'll see. Hello, Ganondorf. Definitely real Ganondorf. Phantom Ganon. He's so cool. He's just so cool looking. Oh. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Okay, yeah, we got this. We got this, gamers. Nope. Famous last word. No, I was quite confident on that one. I'm still quite confident. It's definitely going to be less depth than any of the, than like Baronade. I was going to say any previous bosses, but the only boss I've died to has been Baronade. The Forest Temple's such a vibe. Like, what the heck is this room for? I remember watching, like... I've watched so many, like, YouTube theories and stuff about different elements of this game. Yep, I think it's you. And this one room is such a bizarre little one. You know, I didn't consider that it didn't have hinges. I just kind of grabbed a PNG of a shelf that was transparent and free to use. Not that I think anyone's going to hunt me down for my use of a shelf PNG. But it was just the first one I found that was, like, transparent. Like, come on. Yeah. It's held on by like low polygon magic. I've not got enough polygons to render the rest of the shelf. Are you really going to say that and then not put cat pics in the Discord? That's a sin. Exactly, not enough rendering power for hinges. I think if I was going to get a proper, like, model done, I would want it in, like, an N64 render style. Which I could probably learn myself, honestly. Because I have some basic art knowledge, but it's just like... Right. You? It's not you. Oh, that was close! That's you. Oh, we're at the fun part! Why are you not going towards him? Hello? There we go. Damn it! Should have used the bottle. I'll use the bottle next time, chat. Actually, you can use the bottle on this one, can't you? It's not just actual Ganondorf. I'm pretty sure it's this as well. Stream manager has frozen because it's bad. There we go. Oh, that's a great question. I don't really have like a pets channel. I should get a pets channel done. Thank you. Right, let's check if bottle works. Oh, it does! Bottle does work. I see. Yeah, I think the bottle actually has a bigger hitbox for this, specific. Honestly. Yeah, I don't know why it's missing. I've legitimately never seen that before. to hit, but it's got a bigger hitbox. Forget the specifics. But yeah, for those who don't know, for both of the Dead Man volleys in this game... Oh, he slowballed that! I didn't know he could slowball! For both the Dead Man and volleys in this game, you can either use the normal strat, or you can use a bottle, which I always thought was very funny. Yeah, one of my favourite things to do. Arrows? Please? Yeah, well there you go, now you know. I'm still trying to consider whether I want to do that, like, Pokemon Red Nuzlocke, where I only use glitch Pokemon in between two of the bigger, like, my next big Thursday game. Because I could probably just get that set up as, I could probably just get that set up as a ROM hack myself. Because that's just a changing of numbers. I think Red has better click rate, but that's fair. Blue's actually not a bad idea. I don't know if there's any glitches unique between the two. I know Yellow has some unique glitches. Really fun unique glitches. It's also got a different Missingno sprite, which is fun. I will hydrate as soon as I finish this boss. Thank you for the hydrate. Come on. There we go. I just think it'll be especially fun if I end up with putting, with glitch Pokemon as replacing all the normal encounters, how long it takes for the game to collapse in on itself. Because it will. It's just how long it takes. I've never seen that attack before. I feel like I knew this fight pretty well. What was that? So yes, but not to like an unplayable state. Some of them do. Some of them break the game to an unplayable state. But most of them just do things like mess with colours. Or give you weird, item nonsense. I think if I replace every encounter with glitch Pokemon, it's probably going to crash very quickly. But that would be why it'd be like a middle point stream while I let people vote for the next big game. Because I don't know if we'd be able to do more than one playthrough of it. Because I could collect every glitch Pokemon legitimately, but honestly, it's just kind of boring. Most of them are just done through the same glitch, and that's just sending Pokemon back to Gen 1 that were from Gen 2, which aren't meant to be there. Oh. But you've got to do like a lot of setup, and I kind of don't want to do that for a stream. Especially when it's just meant to be like a silly thing. I got that one. I definitely got that one. Ref. We have new banknotes. Go to show how much I get out. We're still good for arrows. Oh, yes, yeah, I remember this now. I remember people being all up in arms about it, even though it's, like, literally nothing. Pippin didn't make the cut? That's... See, that's something you should be up on arms about. I failed to see an animal more important to Britain than the pigeon. I'm just going to use Sword again because it's a little bit more reliable, I think. Okay, maybe Sword isn't more reliable. Never mind. I do think it's very telling about, and this is probably not going to be another one of those things that Vic has said today that could get her cancelled on Twitter, but this is one of those ones that I would be fine being cancelled for. I do think it's very telling that the people that were mad about the people in banknotes being replaced were mad about, like, losing Winston Churchill, and not, like, Alan Turing, you know? One of the most important people to, like, modern computing, and the reason World War II ended in a win. You know? I don't care about either being gone, to be very clear. I think the animals on banknotes is a much better idea. But you just know that it's that kind of person is the kind of person who's upset about it, you know? And there's gonna be, like, non-Brits in the chat right now that are like, I have no idea why this isn't anything a big deal. Oh. Hi, Hermes. Yeah, we've been talking about non-controversial things like the British banknotes and why Sonic the Hedgehog is a bad video game franchise. This is so good. Yeah. Okay, no. No, it's not. Look, you've heard my opinions on Sonic the Hedgehog. You have to live with me. Why does game that wants you to go fast punish you for going fast? Should not be looking at chat during this. Sonic Mania is pretty fun, I'll give it that. But it still has the same, like, intrinsic design flaws of Sonic games in I want to do the go fast, and then there is, like, something specifically stopping me from doing the go fast, you know? Yeah, it's a couple. I've seen a couple where it just feels like where that feels like Gandalf just cheating. There we go. Big boy. Cancel Gandalf. Look, again, like I said with Sonic the Hedgehog, I know we've already treaded this ground, but like the characters are not something I have a problem with. It's purely the gameplay. I have seen Hermes drink water. I've not been able to get it set up properly. We do not have Bonk. I will get it set up for next stream. Come on, buddy. Let's play fair this time, huh? Okay, fine. Or we could not do that. No, look, okay. Right. Oh, fuck. I hate to be that person, right? But if you're drinking a liquid, you are still getting hydration. Caffeine does not actively dehydrate you. Caffeine does dehydrate you, but not more than the water in caffeine products to hydrate you. Is it probably better for you to drink water than to drink energy drinks? Or, in my case, Lucasade Energy Orange? Yes, but it's better to hydrate than not hydrate, you know? No, it does not mean you can only drink Monster. It just means that when some, like, health nut goes, you're not actually hydrating yourself. They're just trying to get you to buy, like, a specific supplement or something stupid. Feeling very argumentative today. You've got a lot of strong opinions on Vicky Retro Gaming today. I'm trying to think what else I have a strong opinion on. Pineapple on pizza is fine. Most people just don't like it for the meme. It's not even my most contentious pizza topping. Carpeted bathrooms are a sin against nature. See, Mario, I think, has almost a worse problem than Sonic does. Sonic has, like, about 50% of his games are really bad. Mario, half of the games are just really boring. And I know that's because we had new Super Mario games for, like, 20 years. Until Wonder came out. Oh my god. But, like, I don't want to play the same game that's been out for 20 years. You know? Look, I liked New Soup when it came out. I will be playing New Soup on this channel. No, that sounds good. I can see that working. I would be willing to try that if you are, Hermes. Yes, yeah, New Super was really boring. Now, but there are some really fun ones. I'm definitely closer to liking Mario than Sonic, but I'll be completely honest, I'm not a big 2D platformer guy. Speaking of popular pizza toppings, a few days ago, I had like a specific craving for like a proper seafood pizza. You know, the works: prawn, tuna, anchovies. There was exactly one place local that did anchovies on pizza because they're that popular. And even then, they only actually have one pizza with anchovies on it, so I still had to make a custom with what I wanted. So I think compared to pineapple, that's fine. Got more text in my head. Besides, Bandicoot is actually a bad game now that I can't play it again. But I think that's all because I'm back. That's not on the game, that's on me. Anchovies are great. I love salt. I had to go through like 9 different pizza places because my partner well can't have dairy, so finding a pizza place that 1 had anchovies and 2 we could both eat at was hell. There we go, we got it. Yeah, bro. Pineapple is in savory stuff. Hey kid, you did quite well. Looks like you might be gaining some slight skill. Be with you only my phantom. When you fight the real me, it won't be so easy. 19 deaths, that's not bad. Well, there's Capranos as well, that's 2. There's a few places that do like vegan pizzas, but they don't put vegan cheese on a pizza. The only place in town that does a pizza that you could just put vegan cheese on is the Faraway's nearby. Which is proper like pizza oven pizza, so they just make them all to order anyway. There has been a couple of occasions where they've rang us and gone, you put vegan cheese on a pizza and then you put a bunch of meat on it? Are you sure? And we have to be like, yes, no, we're sure. Thank you. Because of you, I could awaken as a sage. I am Saria, the sage of the forest. I always believed that you would come, because I know you. No. You don't have to explain it to me, because it is destiny that you and I can't live in the same world. I'll stay here as the forest sage and help you. And please take this medallion. Okay, thanks for popping in. Yeah, you know what? Compared to both Dongo's Cavern and Jabberjaw's Belly, Forest Temple was harder. I'm very happy about that. I know. You received the Forest Medallion. Harry will always be your friend. Oh, it's a little dude. Behold, the best character in Ocarina of Time. Here he comes. Look at him. He's so cute. Hi there, I'm the Deco Tree Sprout. Because you and Saria broke the curse of the Forest Temple, I can grow and flourish. Thanks a lot. Look at him, he's so cute. Hey, have you seen your old friends? None of them recognized you in your grown-up body, did they? That's because the Kakiri never grow up. Even after 7 years, they're still kids. You must be wondering why only you have grown up. Well, as you might have already guessed, you are not a Kakiri. You're actually a Hylian. I'm happy to finally reveal this secret to you. He's so cute. Some time ago, before the King of Hyrule unified this country, there was a fierce war in our world. One day, to escape from the fires of war, a Hylian mother and her baby entered this forbidden forest. The mother was gravely injured. Her only choice was to entrust the child to the Deku Tree, the guardian spirit of the forest. The Deku Tree could sense that this was a child of destiny whose fate would affect the entire world, so he took him into the forest. After the mother passed away, the baby was raised as a Kakiri, and now finally the day of destiny has come. You are a Hylian, bound to leave this forest, and now you have led your own destiny, so you know what you must do. That's right, you must save the land of Hyrule. Now, break the curses of all the temples and return peace to Hyrule. Thank you for the hydrate redeem. Yeah, he's such a little guy. He's so cute. Best character in all of Ocarina of Time. Hi there, I'm the Deku Tree Sprout. Because you and Saria broke the curse on the Forest Temple, I can grow and flourish. Thanks a lot. We're going to try and start the Fire Temple, I think. We've still got a bit of time left. My stream manager has decided to slow down. Again. I really need to just get a second monitor or something. I feel like I'm missing messages every now and again. My salutations. Nice to have you. Yeah, so we've saved the Kokiri Forest, and now we're going to go over to Goron City and start the Fire Temple. Which does unfortunately mean goodbye to the Purple Tunic for a little bit. But yeah, we'll probably have at least enough time to just get into the Fire Temple. You know what I should play? Actually, another game franchise that I've not touched. Paper Mario. Or any of the Mario RPGs. Because I don't think I've played a single one of them. That would be great. I'd definitely play Paper Mario or Super Mario RPG. I don't think I've got access to Mario and Luigi just yet. I think they're probably like early 2010s, but I don't know off the top of my head, I'll be honest. You know what, while we're here, we'll grab the Song of Storms as well. Because that's useful for later. Hello, buddy. Grr. I'll never forget what happened that day 7 years ago. It's all that Ocarina kid's fault. Next time he comes here, I'm gonna mess him up. What? You've got an Ocarina? What the heck? That reminds me of that time 7 years ago. Back then, a mean kid came here and played a strange song. It messed up this windmill. The Song of Storms is such a strange little thing. Oh no, a storm again. You played the Ocarina again, didn't you? Grr. Because it's a bootstrap paradox. Because the kid he's talking about is us, as later we'll have to use that to drain the well. As a child. Which means he learnt the song from us, and we learnt the song from him. How much is, like... Yeah. Oh, never mind. Does the potion shop sell fairies? It does. Thanks for the fairy. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's a very strange. It's a really good like mess about with time travel for this game, and I'm a big fan of it. No, I don't want to waste my. Thank you. I don't want to waste my the fairy I've just bought to you, of all things. Ooh. I mean, it has an origin in Majora's Mask, but that doesn't necessarily explain where it came from in Ocarina of Time, you know? Let's get one out. There we go. How can you do this to me? You're Ganondorf's servant. Hear my name and tremble. I am Link, hero of the Gorons. What? Your name is also Link? Then you must be the legendary Dodongo Buster and hero Link. My dad is Darunia. Do you remember him? Dad named me Link after you because you're so brave. It's a cool name. I really like it. Link, you're a hero to the Gorons. I'm glad to meet you. Please give me your autograph. Sign it to my friend Link of the Gorons. Oh, I guess it's not a good time to ask you for this. Please help everyone. My dad Darunia went to the fire temple. A dragon is inside. If we don't hurry up, even my dad will be eaten by the dragon. You better try and calm him down. Ask about the dragon. A longer time ago, there was an evil dragon named Volvagia living in this mountain. That dragon was very scary. He ate Gorons. Using a huge hammer, the hero of the Gorons, boom, destroyed it just like that. This is a myth from long ago, but it's true. I know because my dad is a descendant of the hero. Everybody was taken to the fire temple. While my dad was out, Ganondorf's followers came and took them all away. All of them were eaten by Volvagia. My dad said Ganondorf has revived Volvagia as a warning to those who might oppose him. Ganondorf is going to feed them all to Volvagia. Dad went to the fire temple all by himself to try and save everyone. Please help, Link. I'll give you this heat-resistant tunic. Thanks, buddy. Alright, goodbye, Purple. It was nice to have you. Right, we'll get into the fire temple and then we'll probably end there for tonight. And then on Sunday we'll be playing more Robopalm. Fire Temple's very good. I love the Fire Temple. Death Mountain Crater. All of the dungeons in this game have such a strong vibe. Don't forget to rate tonight. Yes, I know I need to... Oh. Sorry, Link. Oh, never mind. Fairy, we're fine. I will leave this in a temple full of fire. I'm just going to leave you in here for a week. You'll be okay. There's a Twitch streamer yes, there will be snacks. It is true that it is something that grows over time, a true friendship. A feeling in the heart that becomes stronger over time. The passion of friendship will soon blossom into a righteous power, and through it, you will know which way to go. This song is dedicated to the power of the heart. Listen to the Bolero of Fire. Didn't plug that up. Fine. The Bolero of Fire might be my favourite of the teleport songs. They're all very good. Yes, which is probably a couple streams away, yeah. Link, I'll see you again. to get into the fire temple. We'll save, and then I will remember to raid. No joke, Hermes has put a sticker above the television with the words "raid" in big capital letters. Um, see if we've actually got anyone. Oh my god, Link! That's still live, but we'll have a look once I've gotten all set up. Weak legs, I know. I think that's our. I think that might be our first fall damage death. Like, we've had a few bonk deaths, but I think that might actually be our first fall damage death. That goes to show that I need to stop trying to be quick with this game sometimes. Yeah, no, that is fair. This is just a bit of time that said Link is in his 30s. Right. And shit. Right, thank you everybody for being with us today. Thank you everyone who subscribed, who dropped bits. I hope people had fun. I'm going to try and learn how to raid real quick. Don't mind me. I know there's a button somewhere. Raid a channel. Oh yeah, just background noises. Also streaming Ocarina of Time, and they're a streamer that I like to watch, and will probably be watching them afterwards. So we're going to raid there. You don't have to stick around. It's just good for like mutual growth and stuff. I'll see everyone on Sunday for Robopom. Goodbye, everybody. Start raid. Did that work? Am I still here? Did that work? There we go. Yeah, there we are.
Can you imagine retro gaming? That's crazy. Just been playing Ocarina of Time myself. Not fun. Is that thing? Is that the thing that astrology people go on about? Mercury being in retro games? Yes,